welcome to The Right Life with me, Elaine Collier. I think in the last video I told you a little bit about my two main characters in my series of books, Innocents Abroad crime series. And the two main characters are Donna and Fiona, and I already feel like they're my best friends, and we go on some wonderful adventures together. But what I thought I would do at some point along the way was write a short story giving you more of the background to Donna and Fiona, how they met, what their lives were like, and then from that point we progress through the books and see where their own personal lives take them. So these little snippets into Donna and Fiona are their take on the night before they embark on their first big adventure in a Greek misadventure. So this first one is Donna. I'm very much looking forward to flying off to the sun with Fiona tomorrow, but I'm not looking forward to saying goodbye to Dave. This will be the first time in years that we have been apart for any length of time, and I'm going to miss him very much. Yeah, I know it's only 2 weeks, but even so. Sometimes it surprises me how very much together we still are as a couple. When I look around and see a lot of our friends having affairs and even splitting up, I don't think Dave's ever strayed. At least I hope not. I know I haven't. I shall miss my boys too. The house is a nightmare sometimes, especially when they're all home and they bring their mates round. And I know I complain about the fridge always being empty, but I love it really. But now the inevitable girlfriends are arriving on the scene, and I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. Gavin, my eldest, is quite serious about his girl Lucy, and they're planning to get married soon. I dare say they'll be moving in together somewhere. Lucy is lovely, and I've grown quite fond of her. But there's still this little feeling inside me, especially when Gav goes to her first and gives her a hug first. Oh, he still hugs me, but I guess I'm not the number one woman in his life anymore. Is this jealousy? Bloody hell, I hope not, because above all, I want him to be happy. And if Lucy makes him happy, then I'm happy too. Anyway, she's probably going to be the mother of my grandchildren one day, and I'll be forever grateful to her for that. I just hope she never hurts him. Mark and Tom are still playing the field, and an endless string of girls troop through our house. I don't have the same feelings towards their girls though, maybe because I know they're not serious. They're more here today and gone tomorrow. Oh, that makes the boys sound as if they have no morals, doesn't it? But we were all young once and played the field. My dad doesn't help. He just says boys will be boys, and you don't stop going to the library just because you brought a book. Honestly, he just encourages them. But hey, I'm waffling a bit now. I will miss my boys, but it's only a couple of weeks, and the break with Fee will do me good. God knows I could do with the rest. Work is manic at the moment, non-stop from the minute my shift starts until it ends. We're short-staffed at the hospital, so all of us are having to pick up the slack. They tell us there's not enough money in the budget for extra staff. But it's funny how the money suddenly appears when the fat cats at the top of the chain want something. Maybe they're big bonuses. But don't get me started on that one. The NHS does a wonderful job on the whole, and where would we be without it, eh? I love nursing. It's such a joy to help those who come into my cardiac unit as really sick patients, and you wonder whether they're going to make it or not. I just to see them walk out several weeks later. Of course we lose some patients, and that's so upsetting for us all in the unit. I don't think the relatives ever know how many tears we shed. But listen to me, I'm getting maudlin now. I have no reason to be. The night before a holiday should always be exciting. At least now I know what I need to pack, and there will be plenty of time to do that in the morning. I love being with Fee. She always brings out the best in me. I think I probably bring out the worst in her, or so her mother would say. I don't think her mum really approves of me. She thinks I'm a bad influence on her daughter. If only she knew her daughter as well as I do. That's the nice thing about best friends, isn't it? You really know each other well, and you don't judge. You simply accept one another, warts and all. I can't imagine my life without Fee in it. I have no idea why we clicked at university all those years ago, but we did. Thank God I left it too late to get into the halls, or we would never have been in that house. We shared with another girl and a couple of guys. The girl was okay. We found out eventually that she suffered a bit from depression. We'd been there a couple of months when Alice, the girl, developed a mighty crush on Joe, but he wasn't interested. She'd stay holed up in her room for long periods of time, and the only way to get her out was if Joe asked her if she wanted to join us down the pub or somewhere like that. Fee and I tried several times, but she wasn't having any of that. It was best just to leave her until she was ready to come and talk, so that's what we did. But Joe and Andrew were great fun and easygoing. We all got on well, on the whole, and quite often we'd go out on the town as a group. We could create a bit of mayhem. That was when Joe asked Alice to join us, of course. Fiona took me home to meet her parents once. God, she comes from a different world. Her house was so calm and peaceful, and talk about tidy, not a thing out of place. The total opposite to my house. Noisy, chaotic, and stuff everywhere. My sister, Lisa, was always bringing a string of friends and acquaintances home, and although Mum would moan, she'd feed them all, and often cook a full English breakfast for half a dozen or so. Fiona's mum and dad are nice. Her mum's a bit pretentious, but her dad's lovely. Anyway, going home during the holidays was totally boring after all the fun we were used to. So that's when Fee and I decided to go travelling during our holidays around Europe. We had such a brilliant time that first time that we did it every summer after that. Even when we left uni and had to go back home to live, we still took off every summer. It was during that last summer that we came up with the idea of sharing a flat. Oh yes, we had grand ideas of living in London, right in the heart of where all the action was. I was going to get a job as a nurse in one of the big London hospitals, saving lives, and Fee was going to work for the Metropolitan Police, solving crimes. We saved all our spare money towards a deposit, even got jobs in the local wine bar to give us a bit extra. If I remember rightly, there was a pig in Fiona's bedroom where we put all our spare change. Why she got to keep it, I do not know. Probably because she was more trustworthy than me. Not that I'm not trustworthy, but I have been known to acquire the odd bits of makeup when I was running low. Oh yeah, those were the days. Wonder what happened to the pig. Must ask Fee tomorrow. The dream of the flat in London didn't last long. Oh, we kept it up for a year or so after uni, but then the reality of life kicked in. I got a job easily enough at Addenbrooke's Hospital in Cambridge, But then I met Dave and managed to get myself pregnant. Oh yeah, stupid or what? I wasn't ready for a baby. I could barely look after myself, let alone an infant. Mum and Dad were great, and after the initial bollocking, although I dreaded telling Dave, Dave was amazing. All he said was, well, what's done's done, and suggested we get married. There was no doubt in my mind that I loved him, but was I ready for marriage and a baby? I wondered. Seemed I was, because we got married, a quiet register office affair, and the minute that Gavin was born and placed in my arms, I fell in love all over again. He was adorable, perfect in every way. I was a real mama bear, and he was my cub, and woe betide anyone who threatened my boy. Who'd have thought it, eh? I took to motherhood and married life like a duck to water. Then, of course, I had Mark and Tom, and I loved them every inch as much as I loved Gavin. I would have loved a girl. But hey, my boys are my world. Perhaps I'll get lucky and have a granddaughter one day. Poor old Fee wasn't so lucky. She went and married that pompous arse Jeremy. I was her matron of honour. Well, who else would she have chosen? Dave and I were already married by then. Mum offered to have Gavin for the weekend so we could both have a good time at the wedding. Big, lavish affair it was. At least Fiona had good taste and didn't dress me like a bloody meringue. We had a good time, but it was clear that Jeremy didn't take to me or Dave. To be honest, I didn't give a flying fuck. But he was Fiona's new husband. So I did try to make an effort. Never really worked though, and to this day I'm sure Jeremy would sooner I was gone from Fiona's life. Old bugger couldn't shake me off though. I stuck to Fiona like shit to a blanket, and we're still just as close today as we've ever been. I'm sure Jeremy's given Fee hell over this holiday, whereas all Dave said was, I'll miss you, babe, but you go and have a good time with your bestie, but stay out of trouble. Huh. Now that, in my mind, is a true partner. He doesn't try to own me and only wants the best for me. But it works both ways, and I'm exactly the same with him when he wants to go off places with his mates. Maybe that's why our marriage works. There's give and take on both sides. I'm so pleased that Fia stood up to Jeremy and told him she's going on holiday. Not just because I want her to come with me, but because it's about time she stuck up for herself and not let that pig of a man control her. I think I'll be having a few words with her while we're away. Oh, I am getting excited about this holiday. I wonder what experiences we'll have. I'm sure it won't be as wild as it used to be, but hey, you never know. But we're much older now, and dare I say wiser. I'm pleased that we're at an all-inclusive hotel. At least I don't have to worry about a massive bar bill when we leave. I know that money's no problem with Fee, but I do need to pay my way. But it's not just that. I can't really justify spending money that Dave and I have earned just on myself. Oh, I know I work too, but all our income has always gone into one account. We've never had separate bank accounts. Dave never complains. He doesn't mind how much money I spend. He never even asks what I'm spending it on. No, it's just me. I mind. The all-inclusive bar is perfect for us, especially knowing the amount of alcohol that we can consume. And if it's watered down, we'll need double that amount. I suppose I better get ready for bed now. Dave will be up soon, and I'm sure he'll want to say a proper goodbye, if you know what I mean. I'll just go and run a bath. Oh, I'm so excited. For the holiday, that is, not Dave coming to bed. And that's Donna. That's all for now. Bye.